Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack show.
Howdy cowboys and cowgirls, it's me, Cowboy Jack. Today I'm really excited. We're here in Magnolia, Texas, and do you see where we're at? Check that out. That's right, we're here at Texas Truckworks, the home of all things off-road. It is so cool here. They've got huge trucks, regular Jeeps that they've decked out with all kinds of stuff. You know what else? I've even heard that they have a professional monster truck driver that works here every day. How cool is that? I hear something crazy. What is that? Wait a second. Whoa! Wow! Holy cow, guys, look at this thing. Wait a second. Hey, you're Colt Stephens.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Wow, guys, this is Colt Stephens, a professional monster truck driver. That is so cool. Wait, you work here too?
That's right. This is me and my dad's shop right here. We work together.
That is amazing. Right here in Magnolia, Texas, Texas Truckworks. Boy, you guys have your logo on everything, don't you?
Yeah, we got to market. We got to get everybody in here. We want to build big, bad trucks for everyone and out there. So we're in the Woodlands area, always having fun. We love building things like this, big, wild, like your Tonka toys or your Spin Masters.
This is amazing. So you guys built this truck right here?
That's right. We built this right here in the back. I built a lot of these parts myself. You know, I put this thing together. Started off as a Jeep JK. You might see them down the road, but this one's a lot different than the rest. So a lot of fun, crazy, big shocks, big tires. We get crazy in these things and have so much fun.
That is so cool. I mean, even these tires, they come all the way up to my waist. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Cowboy Jack's about 6. Hey, wait a second. Are you guys laughing at my hair? All right, let me get my hat back on. Mr. Colt, they're always laughing at my hair, but this thing is amazing. So I see this name up here. It's called Titus?
That's right. We named this right here. We name all of our vehicles. So this one right here is the king of all the Jeeps. So we named him Titus, one bad Jeep. So we want everybody to recognize and make sure that they know the name whenever we pull up.
That is so cool. I mean, you guys thought of everything. Are there lights?
There's
right
lights
here?
in here. We can turn the lights on. We can see at night. We can drive this Jeep anytime we want to, day or night. And that way we can go out and have fun anytime.
That is so cool. Whoa. Hey, guys, come check this out. Now, I'm not really I haven't done that much off-roading, so I don't even know what some of these things are. I mean, this looks like a rope and some kind of motor.
This is actually what we call a winch. So if we go out and we get in a big mud hole and we get stuck and we can't get out, we always have this worn winch here. We can pull out a line, hook it up to a tree or a rock, and it'll actually pull this Jeep out. That way we're never stuck. We can always keep going and having fun.
You have a built-in tow truck
That's
right here.
right.
That is awesome. Wow, I just love this thing. This is crazy. Guys, wow, it's got so much cool stuff. Like, it looks like almost like a normal Jeep, but guys, look, come here. Check that out. Is that a roll cage in there?
That is. That way if we get wild and crazy, we don't have to worry if we roll the thing over. We can crash and bang and we still have something to keep us safe inside.
That is awesome. Oh, wow. Hey guys, check this out. You're not gonna believe this. They even have Titus's name on the license plate. I love that. And since we're here in Magnolia, Texas, the Lone Star State, there's our state right there, the Lone Star and Titus. Boy, that is awesome. I can't believe how huge this thing is, Mr. Colt. I mean, you're no short guy either.
No,
you're
a very tall Jeep. So it's got a special suspension on it, so you can go really fast in the desert or on the rocks or do crazy things. You put a little pinstripe on it, a little bit of red to bring it some flash.
I love the pinstripes. That's a classic look. I need to bring that back.
A lot of fun.
So, if you guys built these here, do y'all have like a shop?
Oh yeah, we have a bunch. You want to see it?
Absolutely. Guys, y'all want to check out the shop here at Texas Truckworks?
Yeah, come on, let's check it out.
All right, let's go. Wow, Mr. Colt, this is a huge place in here.
Yes, it is. So this is where we do all our magic. We come in and we can show you stuff for the Jeeps and all the trucks. We got everything you could need. That way you can get in the tall Jeeps right here. We got steps. We have wheels. We can put big wheels, small wheels, all kinds of wheels on there.
I was thinking about these when we were looking at Titus because that guy is high up in the air and I'm not used to climbing in something that tall.
Yeah, that'll definitely help you out.
Boy, even these wheels and tires, these things are crazy.
Yep,
these
different
are
colors.
Works of art.
People like different wheels, so we'll get different colors, different styles. We'll get big ones and small ones. And then we got the big tires over here. You know, that way you can get the truck up high.
These are
monster
huge
trucks.
tires.
That's right.
Boy, I bet these could make for a noisy ride if you didn't have the right suspension.
Yeah, that's right. So we make sure you get the right tires on your vehicle. That way you don't have the loud noise. Some people like it loud, but we like to keep it kind of quiet.
Well, I got Cowboy Caden and Cowgirl Addison in my truck all the time. I think they make just enough noise for me already. This is so cool. Let's weave our way through here. Wow, I love the graphics all over everything. You guys are doing such a cool job here.
Yep. That way everybody sees some of the vehicles. There's some rocks that we had the Jeeps on, and that way you can see what we do, and it's right here.
That is so awesome. You guys don't lift trucks up and like work on the tires in here, do you?
No, it's too nice in here. We got a special place in the back we can take them.
Oh, can we go check it out?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Wow, this is a huge shop. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is where all the magic really happens. We'll bring a regular vehicle in here, and then it'll leave being huge, crazy, wild, and so fun to drive.
You guys don't just have big trucks, you have big fans too.
Right.
Guys, even the fans in here on the ceiling are huge.
That's right.
Well, I guess that helps in the hot Texas summer, right?
That does. It gets a little hot in here, but yeah, those definitely help out. We got our racks, we got our F-250s in here, our big 1-ton trucks. It's F-250 day. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 F-250s in here all in one day. It doesn't happen very often. We work on everything, but I can't believe we have this many. But they're gonna be really tall. You can see the big tires we're putting on over there. We got some new wheels, new tires, big suspension, so it's gonna be really tall and fun to drive.
And this looks like it just came from the dealership. So this is like a brand new truck that somebody wants lifted up in the air. That's so fun.
Yep.
Wow. Boy, I just love these F-250s. You know, I heard they make bigger than, I know I've seen an F-350 before, but I think the numbers go even higher, but I guess you would be the guy to ask,
definitely.
Right?
They go into a 450. We have one of those here. We also have an F-750 here.
An F-750?
Yeah,
what
it's
is
really
that?
big.
That is huge,
It's a big diesel, almost like a semi-truck, but just a little bit smaller. It's really cool.
We're gonna check out an F-750. That's gonna be crazy. You gotta think about it. Cowboy Jack drives an F-150, so we're going all the way to 7. That is so cool. Boy, that's a really awesome looking Jeep.
That one's a crazy one. That's a rock crawler. That one's custom everything. So it goes really big, tall. Suspension gets really crazy. It's like an RC car. It'll crawl anything.
That is so awesome. And I love the color scheme. Well, is that like a truck bed liner paint on there?
That way it doesn't get scratched up and tore up. So you can go and get crazy in the rocks and the weeds and it doesn't get scratched.
That is so awesome. Guys, I mean, look, you can see everything under this guy. He's up on this lift, but there you can see the motor and all that. There's even a bar protecting, I guess that's the oil pan.
Yeah, it's a skid plate. That way you can go across the rocks and not tear anything up. This is kind of cool. This has steering like a tractor on it. It's got what we call hydraulic steering, so it runs on fluid. So it steers a lot like a tractor. So it's taking a regular car and then putting a tractor steering on it, so it drives a little different.
That is so cool. Guys, hydraulics are so fun because normally like you have like pneumatic and hydraulic and all these different things. Hydraulic is actually using fluid power, right? And so these connect to a different cylinder and that's how it works?
That's right, so it's a lot stronger.
That is so awesome. I just love looking at this thing. Wow.
And you see we had to do a yellow one and that one a roll cage. That way if you get crazy on the rocks and you roll over, you can be safe and sound in there and doesn't tear the Jeep up.
Oh, and I bet this thing flies like a butterfly and stings like a bee. It looks like a bumblebee.
That's right. So that might be what we named this one. We had that one named Titus. We'll name this one Bumblebee.
Hey, make sure you credit Cowboy Jack when you do that. Wow, and y'all have some really cool, like, this is more like a Jeep you'd see on the road.
Yep. So this is a normal, what we call a stock Jeep, so it hasn't really been messed with too much, and it's older. So this is what they originally started like, and so they came out, and they got newer and newer, and then you go up to the ones like Titus, which is now our JL. This is considered a CJ.
When you say older, what year are we talking on this bad boy?
This is probably a 70s model CJ.
1970s model, that's even older than me. That's awesome, that is so cool. Guys, what in the world is Colt Stephens doing right now? He's got a forklift and he's got Titus. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I think so. I'll show you what it can do.
Guys, look at that. He's lifting up Titus with this forklift and he's just bending. It's like he's made out of rubber. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, this thing is getting really high off the ground. That is absolutely crazy.
That'll crawl a pretty big rock right there.
Oh, so that's what guys, that's what Colt was doing. He was showing us how this thing crawls across the rocks like this. Like you'd be having a big boulder right under here, and look how the suspension handles that. I mean, even if you look up in the driver's seat, you're not that far out of whack. It's not that crazy up there because this thing is built so well. And look, like, you're gonna have to help me with the terminology here because I'm not great. But like this spring here,
that's a coilover shock.
That thing is extended on this side, but over here, guys, come look at this one. It is really tightly compressed. That's because it's up in the air over here.
And you can see how tight the clearances are. We have to make sure that everything clears. It can go over it, no problems. The steering doesn't bind up or get crazy. This is all your steering. This is a tie rod, drag link, track bar. That's what keeps the axle underneath the truck. This is what we call a solid axle front end. That's what we run in monster trucks and all kinds of vehicles.
That is so cool. Guys, do a quick 360 and look all around Titus while he's up in the air like this. Guys, look how cool this is. I mean, I'm standing next to him. Remember how tall he was out in the front of the parking lot? Now I can almost touch him right here because he's all compressed on this side and lifted up over there. This thing is absolutely crazy. Golly, look at that. I mean, he's lifted up. I mean, I don't know how tall that is. I'm about 6 feet tall. He's got to be like 8 feet, 10 feet up there. That's awesome.
Easy to work on like that.
Check that out. And now Titus is back on terra firma. That means firm ground, like solid earth. That was so cool. I mean, that forklift lifted him up like nothing was going on at all. But we know this is a huge machine built for climbing rocks. That was a great demonstration. I'm so glad we got to see that. Colt, what are we looking at here?
Oh man, this is an F450. We were talking about the F250s that we have in the shop.
Yeah.
This is a 450. This is our workhorse. It does all the work.
This thing is huge too, and I love the Texas Truckworks logo on there. That is so cool.
Yeah.
You guys do an awesome job at branding. But wait a second, we have one too many tires back here.
I know. You know why we put 2 on the back?
Why is that?
So it can haul more. Exactly what I was saying. It's a workhorse, so we always have a trailer hooked to this. Not quite as big as that trailer.
Oh wow, that's a huge
always
trailer.
we can haul motorhomes with it. We can haul big trailers that go in the back. It'll pull anything. It's like a train, but
So
it's a truck.
If you add a tire, does that increase the payload of the truck?
That's right. So an extra tire will actually allow you to carry more weight because it distributes the weight out between the tires. So not one has to carry, but 2 can.
I literally never knew that, guys. I mean, here I am, 40 years, wait, we don't have to talk about how old I am, but old. And I've always seen dualies driving around Texas my whole life, pulling horse trailers and all those things. I always thought it was for better grip on the road, but it's actually so they can pull more weight.
Exactly
How
right.
awesome is that? Boy, and you've got even a trailer on it right now.
That's right. This is where all the parts come. The parts that we don't want anymore, that we've done the lift kits. We take those stock parts off and we put them on the trailer and we go put them in the scrap yard, and then they melt it down and do whatever with it, but that's how we get rid of it.
That's cool, guys. Future recycled metal parts right here on this trailer. I mean, there's a lot of things. I see some wiring harnesses. I see AC condenser lines maybe, and all sorts of engine block there. I mean, they are doing big things here at Texas Truckworks.
Right.
That is so cool. I love that F450. Well, I was looking at this truck in terms of the size of my truck because I drive that F150 and this is the F450. It is just enormous in size. That is so cool. And you were saying earlier, this thing can turn really good?
Oh yeah, so it's got a wider front axle that sticks out a little bit further, so it allows the tires to turn a lot further than in a normal truck. So I can park it in any parking lot.
Oh, that'd be good for me because I have a hard time parking. That's a skill. I was blessed with many talents in life, but parking is not one of them. Wow. Hey cowboys and cowgirls, check out this mini monster truck I got into. I mean, it's a really tight fit because this is made for kiddos, but it was so cool I couldn't resist getting in here. But now the problem is I gotta get out. I guess we're just gonna have to do our best. Hey, look at that, the truck's wearing my hat. All right, here goes nothing. Ooh. Oh, wow. Guys, that is a tight fit. We better leave it up to you guys to get in this thing. Let me see if I can even get my foot over here. Right there, look at that. No problemo, spick and span. Whew. That was it. Hey, are you guys laughing at my hair again? All right, truck, I gotta get my hat back. Wow, but this thing is so cool. Check that out. Wow, guys, this part of the shop, they have all kinds of really cool rides in here. Check out this classic, fully restored Bronco. This thing is absolutely incredible. I love this color. That's like the original green color. And guys, look at the seats and everything. Come here. Check this out. That is like a time capsule back to 1970 something. We'll have to look it up and find out. What an absolutely beautiful truck. This thing looks so great. Boy, I love this. That is so cool. And look, this is something we don't see anymore. Back in the day, a lot of vehicles had two different gas tanks. Isn't that crazy? Because you were taking a long road trip, you could actually switch from one gas tank to another. I had that on an 83 Chevy I had a long time ago, and I loved it because I could carry like 40 gallons of fuel with me. That is so cool. Well, Mr. Colt, where are we here?
This is a top secret location. So
top secret? Yeah. All right, we won't tell any guys.
This is actually my toy box. This is where we build all those Jeeps and stuff, like Titus, the one that you saw.
Yeah.
This is where it all starts. So we've got vehicles in different stages. And then if you can dream it, we build it. So I take metal and I just make whatever I need to out of it in order to make a vehicle. So that's what we have.
That is so awesome. And you have to be a really skilled craftsman with all these different trades. I mean, you know how to work on motors, you know how to work on metal, you know how to work on suspension. I mean, do you do your own air conditioner work?
I don't. Unfortunately, I can't do that stuff. I do know a lot about cars and off-road vehicles, but you know what? I had a good dad who helped me through the way, and we've had the shop and building. I've been doing it since I was a little bitty kid. And so it's just transferred on each thing I learn. And you know what? I mess up a lot.
Hey,
but I learned from that.
But that's important, guys. We always talk about that. Practice makes perfect. We're never great at something when we first start. We have to keep doing it over and over, and eventually you get really good at it. And I'll just go out on a limb here and say you're pretty good at this.
We're getting there. We're getting there. I still change everything all the time. Like that one's number one, and then I don't like something, so then I do this one, and I make it better, and I make it better, and I make it better until it's perfect one day.
That is so cool. Like this one has its motor in there, but it looks like you got a ways to go on the front end maybe. I guess we're gonna have to get some tires on here at some point.
We're gonna need some tires next. We got the motor set in, so that's a V8, so it's lots of power in that.
Oh, wow.
These normally have V6. That means it only has 6 cylinders. Now it has 8 cylinders in it, so we have 2 more, so it's gonna go twice as fast.
That is so cool. And then you got this big old beast over here. Look at this
is my pride and joy. This is my rock crawler here. It's gonna be really low, and I wanna be able to jump this thing. I wanna be able to rock crawl with it. I'm gonna do everything inside this.
You wanna be able to jump this thing?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do all of it.
Well, I guess being a professional monster truck driver, you have a thing for jumps, don't you?
That's right, that's right.
That is so cool. What about this buggy right here? This thing looks really cool.
So this is what we call the Billy Goat.
The Billy Goat, I love it.
So it'll crawl on anything. It's gonna have front, you see, we talked about the hydraulic steering earlier. It's got hydraulic steering in the front and the back, just like a monster truck. So it'll actually turn both the front and the back tires, and you could crawl any mountain, any rock, anything that you want to in this thing. It doesn't go really fast, but it crawls really good.
That is so cool. So do you take this thing out to like Utah and places like that?
This one will go anywhere you want to.
That is so awesome.
Anywhere you want to, but yeah.
And I see something pretty important with this guy. Look,
that's right.
You got headphones sitting right here for hearing protection. I guess this thing can get pretty loud.
Yeah, we don't have any mufflers on it right now, so the exhaust is really loud. So
that is really loud.
Just in case.
And then you even have this awesome Jeep right here.
So this is a JL is what we call it. Earlier we saw the old one, which was a 1970, 1980 model. Now this one is a brand new 2020 model.
Okay.
So we actually take this one and doing the same thing, but it's nothing like any other Jeeps that you see out there. We've changed it all. Put a roll cage in it. We've lengthened the suspension. Put coilover shocks in it. Put a big V8 motor in it, so it's going to be a lot of horsepower and go really fast.
That is so cool. That's something I noticed about you guys here at Texas Truckworks is that each and every build is completely unique. You never do the same thing twice, right? That's just like us, you know, all of us are different. We look a little different. We sound a little different. I mean, my voice doesn't sound like anybody else, I promise. But this is like expressing your individualism through your vehicle. How cool is that?
That is awesome. That's exactly what we want. Everyone's different. Everybody has different tastes, and we want to build it how we want to build it.
That is so cool. Have you ever had anybody ask you to build something and you're like, I don't think we could get that?
I don't think I've had that yet. We'll figure it out. If there's will, there's a way.
That's right.
We get mild 12. I even did a lift kit on a lawnmower one time.
No way. Well,
Sure did.
I've got a bad boy mower I need to bring to you. Wow, Colt, this is a huge truck. What is this guy?
This thing's pretty awesome. This is another, of course, Texas Truckworks custom F750.
F750, guys. Whoa, look at that. F750. Literally before today, I didn't even know they made them this big. This thing is ginormous. This is so cool. I mean, even the tires, these look like 18-wheeler tires.
Yeah, they are big. They're even bigger than 18-wheeler tires. These are custom tires as well. The wheels, we had to find these wheels and have them built to actually fit this vehicle. Pretty crazy. It used to have two on the back too. You can see how wide these are.
Yeah.
So again, like the dually, we want to be able to haul lots of big heavy stuff on the 750. So we made a really wide, big tire so we could haul more.
Well, I bet if you made this a dually, it wouldn't even fit in a lane on the road
it'd be
anymore.
pretty crazy.
I mean, guys, let me step up here. I mean, this, whew, look at this. I mean, I'm standing on this thing. It's still taller than me. It's huge. How long is the bed on this thing? This is really long.
It's about 14 feet long if you take off the headache rest. So you can haul a Jeep on here. You can haul anything you want. It'll carry it. It's got airbags in the back. So if you put a heavy load on it, it'll automatically level itself back out.
This thing is crazy. This is like literally navigating a boat down the road.
That's right.
From front to back, I bet this thing is probably getting close to 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, definitely.
Golly, this thing is big. Wow, so is this the gas cap here?
That's right. So it takes diesel fuel. It's got a big diesel motor in it. So this is where we put the fuel in. We built the steps to cover it up. That way you can step in because it's so tall. I bet you there's nothing else like this.
This thing is huge. I feel like a baby standing next to it. Guys, this thing is crazy big. I mean, even the mirrors on this thing, my hand is pretty big, but look at this. Wow.
That's what we call a big boy toy.
This is a big boy toy. Golly. Guys, look at the front of it. I mean, the front of the grill comes up to my shoulders. This thing is crazy. That is so cool.
Got a custom bumper and grill in it too, so we'll build all that stuff as well.
Wow, cowboys and cowgirls, what a cool experience. Mr. Colt, thank you so much for having us today.
So glad you guys could come hang out.
This was so fun. We got to learn about all these huge trucks from a professional monster truck driver and amazing creators here at Texas Truckworks in Magnolia, Texas. You guys do incredible work. We got to see all of it, and I'm so proud that you're doing that right here in Texas for us. That was so cool. But hey, at the end of the show, we do the yeehaw. You think you guys can help me with that?
Let's do it.
All right, so on the count of three, we're gonna jump and yell yeehaw for all the cowboys and cowgirls at home. So guys, stay tuned, and I can't wait to show you our next adventure. But until then, 1, 2, 3, yeehaw!